All right. Well, let's talk for a few. Got a lot of story time for you guys. Let's start off with my wrist. So not this weekend that just passed, but last weekend, and decided to go ahead. Well, I didn't decide, but I'm putting in a fence for my mom, and I had to dig 23 holes for the fence posts, and I did that in a matter of 6 to 8 hours. And the muscle that controls the up and down movement of my hand is absolutely cooked, and it's been killing me all week long. Last week was chaos. Didn't get to really film anything. I did, but wasn't worth posting. This is still here. Unfortunately, the only reason why this is still here is just because we've been so busy that I've just been bringing everything in and out right here. And by the time I had the patience to go ahead and I had to drill out the old bolt that was inside here to go ahead and put a new one through. The other one was completely rusted and it snapped on us using a ratchet. So I got that taken care of, and now we can actually continue on. Hopefully we don't have any more bolts snapping on the other side and or in the rear, so we can slap these coilovers on today and be done. This is our neighbor. He hasn't been really stressed about it because obviously he doesn't drive this car too much. However, at the end of this week, he has some house calls to make, and he likes to obviously take the marketing mobile to get those jobs done, because obviously this car does bring a lot of attention with all of his decals and everything on it, with the ladder, etc. It looks sick. So I'm gonna get him back on the road. We still got that other Jeep, the lifted one, outside. The Mini Cooper's still here because we're still waiting on his parts to come in. This Renegade here today is gonna be our main focus. This is what I'm gonna be showing you guys, going over. As you can see, the bumper's already off because I had to go ahead and diagnose, double check, because they told me they had a leaky radiator. And obviously I don't like to replace parts on somebody's car unless I check it myself, because there's been plenty of times where somebody tells me they need something, I replace it, and then they're unhappy because it wasn't the solution to their problem. So let's see. I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see it. Anyways, like right here on the side of the radiator where I'm pointing, this plastic part, is a hairline crack, literally the size of a hair. And it's just seeping out slowly every time the car is running, gets to operating temp, and starts building pressure in the cooling system. So new radiator is in the back of the Gladiator. We got to pull that out, get started on that. Tyler's on his way now. He should be pulling up any moment. But let's talk about this package in front of me, because this has been a headache of mine. And I haven't even unwrapped it because I don't want to be even more disappointed. Anyways, so I ordered this bumper from Car ID. Do yourself a favor, if you ever have to order parts, never order from them. For one, they charged me $215 in shipping. I submitted a cancellation request, I would kid you not, within 2 hours of placing the order last week, Tuesday. Completely ignored it. I reached out to them, messaged them, whatever, did everything I could. And on their website, it clearly states that, I could cancel the item, I'll be issued a refund, whatever, the process. They want to tell me that I didn't cancel it fast enough before they started processing the order, etc. When in reality is, if I place an order at 7 o'clock and then I canceled the order before 9 o'clock, how are you going to tell me that this was after business hours, and then you see the next day during business hours that I ordered it and then canceled it and say that I didn't cancel it in time? Makes no sense. Anyways, I've messaged them all week trying to cancel it and get my refund. Friday, I get a shipping notification, and then today it shows up at the door. So now I got this damn bumper here. At least I hope it's the right one, because I was planning on possibly going ahead and repairing the one that was damaged on the vehicle. Obviously, more or less cost the same. However, it would have saved the client a little bit of money, because considering $215 shipping for a bumper that usually comes wrapped up in plastic is absolutely ridiculous, but whatever. OEM bumper. It's a CLA 250 bumper. Yeah, well, that's perfectly fine. This is what the client asked for anyways. This is what they wanted. This is what the client's going to get. I was hoping that I'd be able to surprise them with saving some money on the repair because returning the bumper, whatever, but we're fucked. So we're gonna get the radiator out of the truck and get started on this Renegade. Good stuff right here. All right, so I've never done this job before. Obviously, it's just replacing a radiator, so it's not that difficult. Bumper's off already. Clips on the bottom, clips on the top, clips on the side. Pull your fender flares off. Not that difficult to take off a bumper. It's pretty much the same for every car, maybe just the difference of a couple of pieces of hardware. Now we have to just figure out how to pull the radiator out. I don't know if we're gonna have to evacuate the AC system, which I hope I don't, because I didn't put that on their invoice, and I'll have to make a phone call to let them know that I have to recharge their AC. But I should be able to just disconnect the fans and shimmy this off. Comes off there. That clip comes off right there, slides forward. Okay, this was supposed to be a nice chill video, just replacing a radiator anyways. It's just a matter of a bunch of plastic tabs that you have to release to shimmy this free. You don't have to be a genius to figure this out. The only thing now you have to be a genius to figure out is what to do when the fucking plastic radiator fittings snap off inside the hoses. I can either go ahead and replace the hoses or figure out how I can get these out of here. And obviously these hoses really aren't that bad. Yeah, they're a little old, but they're perfectly fine. So they keep running on the car. But now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna pull these out of there without them crumbling and getting all stuck inside. So I stopped recording because I had a few choice words to say. And as soon as I get this solved, I'll slap the radiator back in, probably on a time lapse, throw the bumper back on, fill the cooling system, and it'll be ready to go. This was supposed to be a quick job, and you know how that usually goes. Oh, it's gonna be quick. It's gonna take 30 minutes. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, I got them out. I gotta clean these out a little bit. That was such a pain in the ass. New fear unlocked. Now I gotta worry about these plastic fittings cracking off inside these hoses when I'm pulling them apart. So we're gonna unbox this one. Go ahead, swap the fan over, and get it mounted back in the car. All right, now we're taking a trip to Advance because, let me show you. Put it down here so I don't make a mess. This little hose right here, hard plastic, piece of shit, cracked. I'm gonna go ahead, go grab a silicone hose and replace it, or else we would have to replace the entire octopus hose that goes all throughout the engine and stuff, because it's all a conjunction of integrated hoses. And I'm not trying to replace that right now. I'm trying to get this car running on the road with no issues. So I'm gonna go find one at Advance and just pop that bitch on. All right, radiator is in the car. Good to go. That hose I had to replace was this one right here. It's just a generic hose from Advance. If anything, this hose is probably of a better quality than the cheap one that came off of it, because the other one is a hard plastic. Those get hot over time, they just crumble and nothing. So right now, just waiting for it to bleed itself, make sure everything's good, no leaks. So far so good. I've made a mess, of course, like always. Now I gotta rinse that out. And as soon as I know the cooling system is good and operating, I'll go ahead, take it for a drive, slap the bumper back on, and we are good to go. And quick update, chaos. Got the coilovers on. Tyler's test driving the car. Didn't film anything. Finished the Jeep. Jeep's outside. We're actually gonna drop it off to the client for her. These moved. Typical, you know, gridlock floor tiles, whatever. They look cool, but they suck. Today, I'm exhausted. My wrist is in so much pain. I brought the Jeep in for a little bit. Quickly realized that the fog lights that I needed to replace didn't come with the headlights. They're still actually on their way. Tyler's bringing it back in. I need to roll the driver's side rear a little more. Looks good though. Looks real good. Alright, that was quick. Raise that corner a little bit. Another spin, make sure it doesn't rub. Car looks good. All right, calling it a day. Got a lot done. So I feel like I got a lot done. The white Jeep obviously is back outside until we get the fog lights. This place is a mess. I'll get to cleaning it up tomorrow, but my wrist is in pain. I brought the Subaru in because I needed to get the serial number from my Mishimoto fans because they need to be warranted because they're not working correctly. Hopefully that'll solve an issue that I'm having. There's a bunch of other things I'm gonna get to with this, but now I got the Jeep to worry about. I'm trying to get some mods done. Tyler washing up the IS. We delivered the Renegade to the client. She seemed happy, everything was good, cool. And I'm about to throw my stuff in the Jeep and get out of here for the day because my wrist is in so much pain. I know I probably said it multiple times, but it hurts to hold my phone. Ow! Ow! What the hell?
Down, little baby, I know you going crazy. I'll be out the soon, no, don't be more shady. That's my little baby, she getting wet for me daily. She getting wet on the road, she get wet for that Mercedes. Can't forget the days, like the look